You always call me a dainty princess.
I like it sometimes, but that was ridiculous.
I know how to lose weight better than anybody. You're a lie.
You a lie.
I just don't do it. I mean, I am dumb, so I need people to know that.
No one cares!
Like,
Beanbags and hurt.
mental things is scary. Like,
Books is good for the brain.
I use proper grammar no matter what I'm doing. This video is so raw, you guys. A disrespectful piece of daddy. I used to be a green onion.
That ass, though.
So we're on our way to work.
No, we're on our way to McDonald's.
Hi, y'all, and welcome back. This is gonna be a good one. I usually don't cover current events, but in light of ALR recently taking down one of my most popular videos, a timeline of her exes, I figured, let's do a timeline of her and Aunt Tammie. Funny how short-lived Amber's social media break was, Anyways, this video covers 3 different ALR videos, 2 older ones from 2016, and also highlights of her recent live stream from this year, 2025, where she's directly on the phone with Aunt Tammie. Thank y'all so much for your support. My kitties and I hope you're having a lovely day. Now let's get right into it.
Hey you guys.
Hello.
So honestly, I'm making this video because I feel like I need to vent, I need to talk, I need to get it out, I need to just scream about it and be like, what the actual is happening right now? Okay. I don't know where to start. This video is going to be all over the place. My apologies. I never said I was a professional girl. Like, I'm nowhere near professional, and yeah, so, okay. Where do I even begin? Okay, so for my whole life growing up, my mom had this like secret family. It was her mom and her sisters and sister. It was her stepdad. It was her actual dad. It was my first cousins. It was just all these people. And my mom had, you know, her stories of, oh, they don't want to be in my life, da 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 da, I don't even know where they're at. Like, you know, social media wasn't a thing back then. Let me just say it wasn't. And one day, like, I just want to say this first. I always wondered about them. I wanted to meet them. I wanted to know them. I wanted another family, pretty much. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this a little bit. And, what a mess. So, I was curious, like, who are these people? I knew I had so many family members I'd never met before, and I was very intrigued with the whole situation. And this was back when MySpace was a thing, okay? I was probably 16, 17, probably 17. And I get a message from some woman on Facebook. I mean, see, Facebook is a thing. Back in the day on MySpace, sorry. Saying, oh my God, I found you. Oh my God, like, I can't believe this. I love you. Like, this whole long thing. And then I look again and it's like these other girls just like, oh my God, hey, like, I love you. And, you know, I can't believe this. And I hope you get back to me. I'm like, who are these people? Like, what? It was my aunt, which is my mom's sister. And it was 2 of my cousins. And I was like, oh my God, the people I've been wondering about and dreaming about and like, oh my God, about, like, found me on MySpace. Like, how? Like, I messaged them back so splickety quickly. Like, I was like, oh my God. And after, like, we communicated, like, we exchanged numbers and we started talking, and I was in foster care at the time, and like I told my social worker about it, and she's like, oh my god, you need to go visit them. And I'm like, oh hey, really? I do. Like, and I did. When I was 17, I met my cousins and I met my aunt, and like they showed me pictures of when I was a baby. I knew them, but I was like, oh, I don't remember that stuff. Like, and it was so awesome. And so when I turned 18, my mom started getting close to them, and my mom ended up moving to Oklahoma where my aunt and my cousins were, and we were all finally close. And I was like, okay, I'm 18, I'm out of foster care, I want to live with you guys. And so I went to go live with my aunt, and like I felt so like, wow, this family's awesome, especially when I visited them, because when I was still in foster care, I did go to Oklahoma just to visit with my brother, and we stayed for 2 weeks, and it was bliss. We had such a fantastic time, and when I had to leave, I cried like a little baby. Like, I loved it. And then when we went to go live there, things were a little different. I mean, not we, sorry, it was just me. My brother stayed in California. When I went to go live there, things were a little different, and it was rocky and weird.
Here we're gonna watch a clip from Amber's recent live stream when she says how horrible living with Aunt Tammie was, insinuating she tricked her. Then we'll hear the truth from Tammie.
I feel like my own aunt love bombed me. I visited her when I was 17, and everything was good. And I was there for like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I was there with my brother, and we went and we did things. We went camping. We swam in like this man-made beach. Like, we went bowling. We did all kinds of things. Like, and then I move in when I'm 18, and then we do nothing. And it's miserable. Like, it was misery upon misery upon misery. They didn't even have enough money to get food or anything.
And then another part that I heard was, you know, in her old video when she came, we went out to bowling and we went camping and we had so much fun and she just had the time of her life. And then when she came back to live with me, it was boring and we didn't have food and all that. Well, something I'd like to say about that is I was struggling back in those days very much in multiple ways. So the fact that I took her camping, took her bowling, did anything extra, I had to sacrifice to do that. I can't tell you how I pulled that off, honestly, because if at the same time I didn't have enough money to eat.
And even at that point, she was 18. You didn't owe her shit.
Absolutely. But besides, it's like she don't see the fact that, wow, my aunt was really struggling there. But she still, when I thought it was just a visit, I pulled out all the cards I can to do what I could for her.
That's a whole other story all in itself. And so let's fast forward a bunch of freaking years. And here I am now, 25 years old. Like, I don't understand something. My aunt has completely stopped talking to me. In December, she blocked me on Facebook. She blocked me on her cell phone, blocked my number completely. I have no way of getting a hold of her whatsoever. And the reasoning is because I'm fat. Okay. I'm not kidding. I know that sounds bad saying it like that, but the truth is it's because I'm fat. She always watched my YouTube videos and she saw me struggling with my weight. She told me specifically in December that she's tired of watching me self-destruct myself. Okay, that I can understand. Honestly, I do. Stop watching my YouTube then. Cool. But why cut off all communication with the person that you tried so hard to find when I was younger? I come from a crazy family. It's the truth. Did you honestly think that I was going to be the only normal one? Did you? I was in foster care for all my life. And it's like, if my aunt is watching this, which I hope she is, which I don't know if she is, It is May, and we haven't talked for December, January, February, March, April, May. Like 6 months. And I have tried so hard. I have downloaded texting apps. It's ridiculous. Because I still have her number. And I have messaged her. I have sent apologies, even though I shouldn't be the one apologizing. And the reason why this is so hard for me is because I really don't have family. My brother is actually currently in jail. I just found that out about a month ago. My mom is in prison. I do not talk to either of them. I don't know what's going on with my dad. Truly, we don't talk. I no longer really talk to my cousins because my aunt must have got to them before I could.
You're the worst YouTuber ever, dog.
I don't have family. I do not have any blood family. And that's hard for me. And it's confusing that my aunt would just give up on me because I am fat. Where's the unconditional love? Where is the, I will be there for you, but I won't support you in your, where is that? My mom, which is her sister, has been for years. But my aunt still wanted to find her and communicate with her and be in her life. My mom did some crazy stuff in Oklahoma. Let's not go there right now. And my aunt still to this day is there for my mom. She writes my mom in prison. She visits my mom. She calls my mom. Why is my aunt able to accept a but not a food? I don't understand what I did wrong in our relationship. I didn't do anything wrong, and I think it's ridiculous because this is TMI. This is probably not something I should say, but my aunt used to have a and she beat it. My aunt also was extremely overweight. Obviously not to my extent, but she was a very big woman and she has lost weight. And it's like, I understand she bettered herself in 2 ways. But that doesn't mean give up on me, because it's like she struggled her whole life longer than I've even struggled with her weight. And it's like, of all people, she should understand. And it's like, I needed her. I talked to her every day, 24/7 since she found me when I was 17. And whether it was in texting or through Facebook or this or that, like, she was my person. Like, she was there when I needed someone to talk to. And it's confusing that a family member could just cut off all ties because I'm fat. Like, that's honestly what it boils down to. I understand I have problems and I have issues, and I feel like what makes those problems and issues escalate into like a bigger like whole thing is when people give up on me. I have been given up on by every single person I've ever known. And it's like, for my aunt to snoop down to these like levels is just, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I've tried reaching out to her and I literally have nothing more I could do. I think more than anything, I'm just completely shocked about the whole thing because she's been in my position and she's a lot older than me, and she finally figured herself out to where she could lose weight. And it's like, when she was 25, she didn't do it. And it's like, you were in my shoes at one point. Why, instead of trying to help me, you just leave? I don't know. I just really needed to talk about this because it's like, I have so many emotions and like thoughts, and like everything is just like in my head like a crazy person, and I don't know where to get them out on. Like, I've journaled about it. I have contacted my cousins. Nobody gets it. nobody understands. The only person who is like confused about the whole thing and who thinks it's a shitty freaking move is my girlfriend, because my girlfriend is probably the only person I've told in my personal life about this, and I just don't know why people give up on me. And I don't know if it shows what type of person I am, or if it shows what type of person my aunt is, by just completely being done with me. It almost shows maybe she doesn't love me like I thought she did. And I don't know if this is something I should be airing on YouTube, but it's something that's been bothering me a lot lately. I don't know what more to do. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's really it. And my question for my viewers and for the people watching this: when you love someone unconditionally, especially if it's your family member, should you just leave them when they're struggling? That's like leaving someone who has cancer or another illness like that. You know, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, what should I do? Should I just completely just leave my aunt alone? It's been 6 months. For the first couple months, I did just leave her alone. I thought she was going to come back and say she was wrong and that she shouldn't just drop all ties because I'm fat and I have illnesses and problems. Like, I don't know, should I just have no family at all? Like, should I just, like, she's honestly the best thing I could describe this as. I have so many family members, don't talk to a single one, and she was that last person, just that last family member that I had in my life, and she cut it, and now I have nobody. No more crying. I normally end my videos saying I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I know you didn't. I just really needed to get this out there. So, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Goodbye.
Hey you guys.
Hello.
So, this video, let's be real, is a little, I don't know, nerve-wracking for me to film, but I feel like I need to get this stuff off my chest, and I just want you guys to know that, sorry, my hair though, I knew I needed to poke these things down. Let's get real. Okay, I knew that coming onto YouTube, I was going to need to protect myself. I knew also I was going to get a lot of backlash. Backlash hurts sometimes. Unless you're a YouTuber who has a pretty decent following and they get a lot of haters, I don't think you'd understand. Just imagine yourself like at school and you get bullied by everyone in class. It hurts. It does. And I feel like a lot of the time you need to protect yourself to prevent backlash. But no matter if I protect myself or if I don't, it's gonna happen. And I feel like I need to kind of admit to some things that I have lied about. This is really hard. I'm not a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. I was protecting my feelings as much as I could. So if you guys remember my aunt situation, this was a while ago though. This was probably, I don't know, it was months ago. Months, to be honest. When I uploaded a video about how my aunt doesn't talk to me anymore because I'm fat. I'm a little on edge about that. I ended up talking to her and my cousins regarding that video. I had no idea they were gonna see it. I had no idea my aunt even watched my YouTube anymore. I think that maybe what you need to do is probably log off and stop watching my YouTube.
I've tried that before. Do I need to show those fucking receipts too? Or I told you I need to quit watching your videos for my own mental health? And then the text comes, Auntie, are you watching my videos again? No. I really wish you had watched them. I'm sorry, Amber, I can't right now. I am not just another YouTuber. I am your aunt. I want to build a relationship with you, not through YouTube. I shouldn't find out about everything about your life through your YouTube channel. Until you can do that, I'm not watching no more. A couple weeks later, you come back. You watching my videos again? You don't give a fuck about my mental health.
Or anything, and they were greatly offended. But at the time, I was vulnerable and I was upset, and I really felt like blaming my weight on everything was just like the easiest way to go. It's hard. Like, I have a weight issue, and I have, mental issues that cause, me to be bigger. You don't just get this big for no reason.
Big? Are you calling me big?
No. It just doesn't work that way. Like, of course, you can get, overweight. That's normal. But to become so morbidly obese, there's something wrong. And I kind of wanted to ignore all that and just be like, oh, my aunt doesn't talk to me because I'm fat. I just thought it would be easier. There's more to me than my weight when it comes to me and my aunt's, relationship. I pushed her away because of just who I am and how I am as a person. And that's the truth. And it's really not has anything to do with my weight. At the time, I felt like that. Sometimes I still do. I really don't know. I think I gave her a lot of excuses as to who I am. I fibbed to her a few times just so she would stay in my life. I know that sounds so fucking strange, but I don't know. That's really all I want to say regarding that is, no, my aunt, she didn't stop talking to me because I'm fat. She stopped talking to me because of the issues I brought upon her, I guess. And if she's watching this, I am so sorry, and I really just, I wish I could change who I am as a person, because I really want my aunt back. Like, it affects me, it really does. Like, this video is so raw, you guys. Fuck. Sorry. I was genuinely improving, and then here comes my aunt after the whole Tammie thing. Here comes my aunt, and I'm destroyed. Like, my mental health went down the shitter all over again because of this woman, this woman who's supposed to be my aunt. And I have felt myself backtracking. I've started to have anxiety again. I've had some anxiety attacks. I have hyperventilated again. I have been crying more. I have been not able to regulate my emotions more. Like, genuinely, my aunt has made me backtrack in my mental health. My aunt literally just tried calling me. Holy fuck. I messaged her and I said, stop calling me. Like, it's ruining my live stream. Yeah, it's just weird energy that she's literally sitting there watching my live stream, calling me, and I'm telling her to stop calling me, and she won't stop calling me. Like,
Hello?
hello? So you're clearly watching my live stream, and I said I don't feel like doing this anymore, so why are you calling?
Because you can't run my name and multiple family members in the dirt for decades and think you're just going to walk away that easy. I'm finally done. I'm finally ready. I got the receipts. I got the proof. I'm not afraid of you, Amber, unlike all your other victims. I thought I had seen and heard everything that you've done over these years, but I was so blind by your manipulation. And when I seen half of the videos that I've seen with documented proof of how you treat people, not only in our family, but people in general, you are one vile, disgusting human being, and I want nothing to do with you ever again, including your mother. Your mother, your whole family, your whole Reid family is nothing but vile, disgusting degenerates that rape, manipulate, and abuse. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you name it, you guys do it. And you do it proud. But I see it so clear now that I don't want nothing to do with you. But do you think you're going to continue to lie about me and the family members that I do care about and get away with it? No, you're not. I will continue to tell the truth. The difference between me and you is I have the truth to tell, and I have the receipts to back it up. So you want to know why I'm listening to your live right now? The reason is just to see what bullshit you're going to say next. And sure enough, it didn't take long. You try to say that you cut off talking to me? I've been looking over texts for the last days, and I have so much proof, time and time again, where you're begging me to talk to you again, where I blocked you. I quit watching your videos. You kept begging me, please watch, please watch. I don't want to lose you, Auntie. All the lies you told me that I caught you on, called you on, you'd apologize, and then do it again and again and again and again. So, you have a person that has fought to be in your life your whole entire life in one way or the other, no matter if you've seen it or not. And you didn't meet me at 17. You met me when you were 14, when I went to California for the first time after 16 years. Remember you getting the pot of spaghetti out of the refrigerator and using the really huge utensil, taking big scoops out of the pot onto your plate, where your fucking dad said, I think that's enough, Amber. That's my first memory of you. And you still continue to pile on your plate. Yeah, that story goes around our family year after year after year. So anyway, that's the first time I met your ass. And then from then, I tried getting you through the foster care because you painted the story. It was so bad. And then you even put me down for it that time. Your mom came in the picture, destroyed that. So then you went on to my mom's house. We all know what happened with that. You got kicked out for what? Being disrespectful. Surprise, right? So then you go on to Casey, and then Crystal, and then Destiny, and then Becky. The whole time, I'm in the background, loving you, supporting you, encouraging you, sharing every bit of my diet with you, exercise, financial, telling you things. And then we get up to the current last 2 years. Who is the happiest person in this world for Amber to move to Oklahoma City? It was me, your aunt. Your mom didn't want you to come. She was very nervous about you coming because of the destruction and stress level that you bring with your just presence. That's the truth. I, against my whole entire family, would say things like, I know you guys are worried, but I'm so excited. We have text showing that excitement for when you're going to get here. We're going to hang out. We can't wait. We can't wait. I wanted to diet with you. I wanted to exercise with you. I was so excited. I thought this is going to be great for the both of us. You get here. I see you one time. I try to see you, and I'm told I can only see you with your mother. I question you about it. You say, oh, I was just nervous. I haven't seen my family in 14 years and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then you didn't reach out to me after that ever. Not once to come over, pick you up, go do anything, say anything. There was nothing, so I wait. November, you reach out to me because you want something, a vape. December, you reach out to me, you want something, a vape. You checked in when I had COVID. You said Merry Christmas. I had COVID. I answered you the very next day. Happy late Christmas. Then nothing in January. And then you send me a picture in February. So you want to know why I'm mad? Because I fought for you for freaking years. And then when you finally get here, I'm left. I'm left in the cold. You and sister are going to museums and here and there, and I'm told I can't see you without my sister. So yeah, that pissed me off, and so I did quit trying. I mean, how much more reality did I need in my face? You're here now, and you still have nothing to do with me. So you want to bring up me and your mom's fight, right, as the reason. No, me and your mom's fight is not the reason we don't talk. You are the reason we don't talk. You are in your 30s. You can use a phone. You can text. You can make arrangements to spend time with your aunt, and you chose not to. because me and your mom were in a disagreement.
It felt easier for me to be around family that I have not seen in 14 years if my mom was there. That was an anxiety thing. It was a coping thing. It is what it is. So I'm sorry.
So whose fault is it, Amber? Is it your fault or is it my fault that we haven't seen each other? Because the narrative that you're telling is different.
So
put it out there. Whose fault is it, Amber?
Yours.
Yours.
So since I've been here, every time I have seen you has been with my mom, because my mom was putting, her pride aside. She was putting her hurt aside. She was putting all that aside. And,
Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you.
And she was putting all that aside for me. And that was something that she was willing to continue doing until I felt comfortable. Yeah, and I did after, after Thanksgiving, I did. And that's why when I hugged you goodbye, the last thing I said, I can't wait until you come over. I can't wait. I even said it to, I don't want to say your daughter's name. I don't want to bring anyone's name.
You can say any of our names. We have nothing to hide.
Okay, but I also said it to Ashley. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I can't wait for you to come over because I genuinely enjoyed my time on Thanksgiving. That's why I'm so taken aback by this whole situation. So.
And after Thanksgiving, I heard that my sister talked a whole bunch of shit about Thanksgiving over at my house. Once again, opening up my home to you guys, putting everything on at my cost, my joy to have my family in my home. And at the end of the day, when I thought it was a wonderful day as well, guess what I got to hear? How y'all talk shit. I don't even know what the shit was. It was supposed to be so vile that it couldn't even be repeated.
And then, I wasn't invited to anything Christmas related, which honestly hurt a lot. I literally bawled my eyes out. It hurt a lot.
Okay, so, again, I don't want to interrupt you, but when there's no contact from October, November, into December, with the exception of wanting a vape, why would I invite you and my sister to Christmas?
In December, I talked to you 3 times. What
3 times, Amber?
One of them did involve a vape. The other 2 times was to check in on you regarding your health because you were sick. I didn't know that I had to talk to you every single day. I didn't know. I mean, that's how I'm feeling because...
You truly are a piece of work. I tell you what, your manipulation is just... it used to work. It used to work. It used to catch me. It used to slow me down and give you the benefit of the doubt. But I just see it too clearly now, and I don't even know if I want to entertain you anymore. Because you can't own anything. So you're not the only one with damage, Amber. The difference is I don't let it be an excuse. I've had some horrible things happen to me too.
Regarding the way I was when I was a teenager in my 20s, I have been very transparent. I wasn't a great girlfriend.
No.
I probably wasn't a great niece. I wasn't a great anything. I was broken. I still am. But the difference now is I try very hard to take accountability where I can. And I especially when Beck was saying all those things, I admitted to things that I would never want to admit to out loud. Are you kidding? But one thing I will stand by is everything I said about Casey is 100% true.
I wish I could believe you, but I can't based on everything.
I don't. I genuinely.
I don't believe you.
I genuinely.
And that hurts to say it.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
Of course not.
I don't. I can't at this point. I can't. Because I know what happened because I was there. And that is something I will literally take to the last day I'm alive.
But the last thing I'd ever want to do is go against somebody who was actually assaulted. But all I'm saying is based on the person I know you are, I cannot believe it 100%. If it did happen to you, I'm sorry it happened to you. If it didn't happen to you, karma's a bitch.
You're not sorry, but questioning that is sick.
Why I wasn't there. I can't be somewhere that I'm not there. I was in the Florida Keys. You were in California. And I could only do what I could. Let's put timestamps on there. Who was Aunt Tammie at this time when Amberlynn Reid came into this world? Her first and only niece. Let's see. Tammie lived in the Florida Keys. She had her first daughter at 16 in 88. She had her second daughter at 17 in 89. And in 1990, her sister came from California to Florida to get off drugs. Did for a little bit, got pregnant. I was in the delivery room with your mom giving birth to you, literally. Joke about that today. And then shortly after that, you were a few months old and your mom chose drugs again and left Florida Keys, went to California, and that's where the story continued of our separation. But I never gave up. I found you on MySpace, remember, after all those years? I came and seen you when you were 14.
Can I say something?
Sure.
I don't remember you coming to visit when I was 14. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm telling you that whole thing is completely blocked out of my memory.
Well,
And
that's one thing I can say I can believe you about.
That honestly genuinely scares the shit out of me, because when you're saying that spaghetti story, do not remember that at all in the slightest.
You don't remember no part of your dad saying, Amber, that's enough, and you still putting more scoops on your plate?
No, I do not.
You're sitting at the kitchen table in the trailer. I remember it.
No,
Of course, I was, as you guys like to say, obsessed with you. I was. I've been obsessed with you since the day you came in this world. You're my one and only niece. I wanted it so bad.
That's why I'm like confused, because like I'm being accountable. Like the shit that I did in my 20s and teenager, like it's bullshit. Like I am fully aware of that, but there needs to be some nuance. And I had undiagnosed borderline personality disorder due to all the trauma of my childhood. It makes sense that I was absolutely unwell, and still to this day I am. And I thank God for maturity and for aging, because I feel like that's the only reason why I have come as far as I have. Like, I'm still young in my brain due to the trauma. Like, it's obvious. Everyone says I'm immature, I'm childish, I'm this or that. Like, I do have some age regression, but I mean, I'm fucking 34, so I'm gonna be just naturally a little more mature in some areas. And when it comes to me and you, we have not had a falling out in the last good, like, 5 years. That is why I, in my opinion, have been so beyond confused by why all of this is happening.
It's when you push me to the end. When I've had enough, I've tried and tried and tried and got slapped around by you, by your lies, by your manipulation. And again, I have it in text. So it's not just hearsay. It's stuff that I can say, Amber, this is what I said, this is what you said. And it's not just in your 20s. Like you say, you're in your 30s now, right? Mm-hmm. You say we've had a good relationship for the last 5 years. I beg to differ, but it's because I started pulling away. I don't know anything about a lot of your last relationships for a reason, right? Otherwise, I'd have a lot to say.
Well, I'm glad you don't know anything about Feline, because
I would have told it. You're right.
Because I don't want her shit aired out. That is no one's business to do so. Because it just seems like...
But did you not say you had a lot to tell us about her the whole time coming here? And then when you got here, you said nothing? Yeah.
Because
it's part of the games that you play.
It's not a game. My mom knows everything. But you know nothing, because we never got to that level, because I read through the lines. You did not want anything to do with me.
And let's talk about the most important part of this equation, my sister. You act like you have a great relationship with my sister today, and that's a lie. You talk horribly to my sister. You treat her like shit. You make her your taxi, your Uber, your this, your that. I hear it all, Amber. And you should realize that by now. I don't have to be in your physical presence to hear about what goes on in our family. And I think you can tell by what I say, I know what I'm saying, because you know it. You've been there. You have treated my sister like shit so many times since you've been here. And you try to control her. And you make her take time off work to do the stupidest shit. Things that you could schedule when she's not at work. But because you only think of you, you do it over and over and over and over and over again.
I would like to speak, please.
Okay.
What I'm hearing you say is that grandma is telling you things. And I think we can both admit she gets her stories completely wrong a lot of the time. I'm around her, so I know this. I hear her speak and say stories of things that happened while I was there, and she has it so twisted and confused, I can't even believe it. Secondly, I do not make my mom take off of work. She has taken off of work a couple times, and it was either for vet reasons for my animals, or it was for reasons where I had to go to the doctor, like because I had to go to get a test done or whatever it may be, and they weren't open. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, they weren't
I just
open.
hear excuses with that. Sorry, vets have Saturday services. Vets have after-hour services. My sister gets off at
May I finish
4 and
what
5,
I was saying?
So you could do that. So she did take it off for that. You going to the doctor? Okay, that's not an excuse. You can make an appointment. You can take an Uber. I mean, you can do DoorDash. You can take an Uber to a doctor's appointment. My sister doesn't have to lose money to take you.
Well, she doesn't lose money.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't lose money for leaving a couple hours at work. Her job is very nice like that. And when that happens...
She's taken more than a couple hours. She's taken days off for you. Anyway, that's the least of our importance. But you don't treat my sister well, and I just want you to know that I'm very aware of it. And so is she. So.
My mom has never taken days off of work. I have never asked her to do that. She has taken hours. So say I have an appointment at 11, she'll get off at 10 and then go back to work maybe 12 or 1. So that has happened maybe 3 times since I've been here, and I've been here for 2 years now. It's sad because it makes me not even want to have a relationship with my grandma, because when I go over to...
She doesn't want to have a relationship with you, so don't worry about that at all. That's why you don't go over to her house. When's the last time you went over besides the very last time? Besides that one, Amber, when's the last time you were over at my mom's?
2 weekends before that.
Yeah. I know you guys take pictures and you put it in your videos, so I pretty much know when you're there. And I was talking to my mom about 3 to 5 times every single day. So to think I don't hear what goes on every single day, pretty obvious I do. You know my mom. You know how she is, right?
Yes, that I'm also like confused because...
So like she'll tell you one thing, she'll tell my sister one thing, she'll tell me one thing. We all know this, but there's still the common. You don't get up till after 3, so my sister can't do this or that with my mom because, Amber, she don't get up till after 3. I don't know how many times I'd hear that over and over and over again. She can't make any plans with my mom to go do her nails or bingo anymore because she has to Amber. It's all about Amber.
If I'm being quite frank, I only see my mom once a week. It is on Saturdays. Sometimes Sundays. That is when we will go to grandma's. But that's the only time I see my mom. I don't see her throughout the week. I talk to her on the phone. I message her. I see how she's doing and stuff, obviously.
So you guys don't go to Friday bingo no more?
No, I do not. I go to bingo once a week, and it's on Saturday. So I spend 24/7 alone, and I feel like it actually has made me grow. Like, no pun intended, not like that. But I love living alone. I love being alone. But anyways, I'm gonna start rambling about that. Back to grandma. I'm actually taken aback right now because when I'm around her, we laugh like, oh my God, I can't even, like, it hurts our ribs. We laugh so much. We have such a good time. Like, I help her when she's walking. Like, it's just confusing because we always have such a good time. And I never, besides on my birthday, that was
Are you going to tell me that you guys have never gotten an argument while you've been about the way that you talk to my sister?
On my birthday, we got into an argument. We did. But
we also got into it about having my sister give you your shots too, right?
So I started crying and my mom was like explaining how she's totally fine with it and stuff. And it started to make me feel guilty where I was like, is my mom actually like just saying she's not triggered? But no, she's not triggered because she wants to take...
You made her be like that, Amber. You made her feel like she can't tell you no because you keep bringing up the past all the time.
May I finish what I was saying?
Now, she owes you everything. So, yeah, she's afraid to tell you no.
May
She
I
didn't want
finish?
to do that.
May I finish
Yeah,
what I'm
you can
saying?
continue now.
My mom, no is her favorite word. She tells me no about a lot of things constantly, and I just accept it for what it is. I just say, okay, I call it a day. So that's not true.
That's funny, because whenever I tell you no, I got to go on and on for freaking hours and text. I'm a horrible person.
So again, I'm not in my 20s anymore. So
I'm not talking about just your 20s.
We obviously are, because
No,
I mean, me and you, we haven't even talked in 2 years. So it's like, how can you sit there and like still hold me to some standard of who I was in my 20s or when we talked more? I've changed even in the last year.
Have you watched your videos, Amber? You are a recycle, repeat. Okay. Like, there's nothing new about you right now. You are the same person you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Watch your videos. Watch reaction videos. It shows it over and over again. Rinse, cycle, replay. You haven't changed, Amber. At the end of the day, you are who you are. I am who I am. Largely, it's because of our family. The difference between me and you is you will always play victim, and I will always look to heal. I tried my best with you, Amber. I was never enough. I will never be enough. And as this life unfolds, I see it more and more clear. I can't see how I can devote decades to two people that can literally throw me to the side for no reason at all.
Can I?
And you brought up going to visit Crystal. That was hurtful too. Because you know I don't have my daughter in my life. You probably even know more reasons than I do. But regardless, you and my sister both know what that daughter has done and is doing. And you guys both chose to go visit her. Where was she when you needed anything? Where was she when sister needed anything? Never, not once did she step up and help out. She's a user and a manipulator and a greedy, money-hungry person, just like you guys. That's why you guys get along. I don't get along with my daughter because just like you, I don't let people get away with their shit. I say the truth, and you guys can't handle it.
So I visited Crystal because she's my cousin and I love her. And I genuinely enjoyed being around her, and I can't wait to see her again. And that's the truth.
Well, good. I hope you guys live a miserable life together. I really don't care. The fact that you went and seen her, period, knowing what you know, shows enough for me. It's okay.
So I just feel like conversation keeps floating back and forth because like we keep going off on different topics, but
well, of course it's decades of trauma.
Yeah, I'm mainly only trying to focus on what's happened in the last couple of years because I like when me and you made up again, especially like, 4 years ago or whatever, like that meant something to me. And that's why I don't know why we keep going backwards instead of forwards. So that's why I'm very much stuck in the last, couple of years.
It's because of all the lies, even current. I watch another thing that you said that was so far from the truth is that you talked something about gift giving and that you used to send me gifts and no matter what, it was never enough. Why do you say shit like that when it's so far from the truth? I have videos of me opening up your gifts, crying because I'm so happy. And it's not a show for anyone. I've never sent it to anyone. I was going to send it to you, but never did, but I would be full of emotion just getting anything from you because you were my niece. And I'd sent you gifts back. And we had that going until my sister came in the picture, and then that ended, just like everything else. It's like you come in the picture and things end for my sister, and then my sister comes in the picture and things end for us. Weird, huh?
So back to what I was saying. So when after Thanksgiving, like I did message you randomly in December, and why wasn't that enough for you to invite me to Christmas?
Because we went the whole month of October that you were here. I get to see you. Then I got to see you in November because I invited you to Thanksgiving. And besides that, the only text I think I have is for the vape. And then nothing in December until you asked something, I think it was COVID, how I was doing from COVID. And I answered that even while I was sick. And then you said Merry Christmas on Christmas. And the day after, I think it was like at 7:30 in the morning, I told you happy late Christmas. Obviously, I was pretty sick at the time. And then nothing past that. Nothing in January, nothing till February 24th where you sent me the picture. By then, I was done. You had been here since October, and I seen you once. No, twice. The day I was in your apartment, and then...
It was February 1st where I messaged you.
February.
I messaged you and asked if you wanted to hang out with me, Eric, and Ricky. Like, I was literally...
I was out of town, Amber.
I know, but that was my way of showing you, like, I'm thinking of you because I know you really liked them at the time. And, like, that was my way of, like, I don't know, an olive branch, something, because I genuinely was not choosing sides. And like you said, Grandma told you I was, quote unquote, boo-hooing over it because I was hurt. Like, I was excited to come here and have you in my life, like, genuinely.
Why didn't you text me?
I did.
Why didn't you text me and say, like you have before, again, I have probably 25 of them. Auntie, what can we do to fix this? Auntie, I don't want to lose you. I'm sorry I said this, or this. Auntie, I'm sorry. I pushed you away because this is what I do to people. How many times have I gotten those messages? But this chapter, I didn't get nothing even close to that. When you knew it was between me and my sister fighting, you could have at any time said, Auntie, I understand you're having a problem with my sister right now, but I still want to see you. Can we have lunch?
Because I was...
You want to come over?
Like I said, I was trying to read between the lines when I noticed that you weren't texting me at all, ever. It made me realize maybe she doesn't want anything to do with me. Like when I wasn't invited to Christmas, when I didn't get a happy birthday, when I wasn't receiving texts from you, when all you did was heart my love and miss you, like that, those were my small ways of like opening the doors to a relationship with you. And you were not stepping through the door. Like, that's the best way to put it. And it's just like, what was I supposed to do with that? I was starting to genuinely feel like a fool.
Well, I'm looking at the text right now as we speak, and we just got two different sides. That's all I can say. And I don't know what else to say besides that. I mean, I have it in front of me, Amber, so you can't turn it a different narrative. You know what I mean? It's right here.
I also have it in front of me.
And how many, you say I never tried to be a good aunt. You don't think that's hurtful to hear you say that? You don't want to talk about things that happened in your 20s, just years ago, right? But yet you think it's okay to talk about every single thing that happened since the day you were born and use this as an excuse to be the person that you are today.
Because unfortunately, the things that I went through when I was younger, which I only recently found out a couple years ago, led me to have literally brain deformities, which is what is caused borderline personality disorder. So unfortunately, these are things that I'm dealing with every single day.
So why don't you get help,
and I'm
Amber,
trying,
so you keep hurting people in the weight?
And I'm trying very, very hard to learn the difference between excuse and reason, because I am tired of making excuses, and now it's just a reason for the way I am and the reason for the way I've acted in the past and current times. And I'm trying very hard to focus on being a better person.
Well, I sincerely wish you all the best in that. You do need some professional help. I know you say that you've gotten it from time to time, but just sitting over a phone call or a video is not extensive help. You need really inpatient at the end of the day, but I know that will never happen. But you really do. You really need to take some of your money that you're making off this crap and get yourself some real help from a real counselor, face-to-face, weekly meetings, true medication that can help you, and maybe you can come out on the other side. But all this, I got, no, the phone calls, you know, the apps and all that, it's not the same. It's not the same. And you do self-diagnose a lot. I hear it. And so you do have some issues. I'm not saying that you don't. Of course you do.
May I know?
But you need professional help to diagnose and treat.
May I know what I have self-diagnosed myself as?
Oh my God, so many. Just watch your videos. I don't have time for it.
If it's so many,
too many.
I
Too
would like you just to name one then.
Just anything. OCD.
That was
BPD, BPOPD. I don't know. Put all the letters in there. I don't give a fuck.
BPD. See, this is where it's like you're supposed to be my aunt, and whether you're angry or not.
Yeah, I was supposed to be. I'm not no more.
Whether you're angry or not, like I don't understand like how it's so easy for you to mock mental illnesses that I have.
Amber, I have just as much labels, if not more, than you do. Documented, proved, treated, you name it. I would never make light. It takes a lot to get through these things, but it takes a lot of work that I've put into it. You got me to this point because I've held on for so long. And every time I turn on the fucking TV and I look into my niece, I see more and more and more. And it's disgusting.
I think that maybe what you need to do is probably log off and stop watching my YouTube.
I've tried that before. Do I need to show those fucking receipts too? Where I told you I need to quit watching your videos for my own mental health? And then the text comes, Auntie, are you watching my videos again? No. I really wish you had watched them. I'm sorry, Amber, I can't right now. I am not just another YouTuber. I am your aunt. I want to build a relationship with you, not through YouTube. I shouldn't find out about everything about your life through your YouTube channel. Until you can do that, I'm not watching no more. A couple weeks later, you come back. You watching my videos again? You don't give a fuck about my mental health.
You are talking about things that genuinely happened
20 years ago, yeah.
So long ago, it's like crazy.
What I have learned about you through your relationships that I've been watching, I don't want you in my life anyway. Even if we could amend this, you're a horrible person in my eyes now. You're vile. You're self-absorbed. You're manipulative. You're abusive. Not only physically, but mentally. So really, all this is for nothing because there is no fixing this. I will never be in your life, my sister's life, or my mother's life for the rest of my life. And you can take that to the bank and cash it. Have a good night, Amber, and a good life. I wish you nothing but the best. You can talk all your shit that you want online. I give no fucks. Will I still watch it? Probably. Because you're a mind fuck at this point. I am so mind blown at the way you think and the way you act. It's not really a huge surprise coming from our family, and that's sad in itself, but it is what it is. But I am human too. I have been through my own shit. I have healed from my shit as much as I can. This would only take me back if I continue, and I refuse. Because as a 54-year-old woman, I still have some life to live, and I choose to live it. And I choose to live it without your bullshit in it. And you think it's cute to say I'm obsessed with you, that watched all your videos. That's just weird. There ain't nothing weird about that. I wanted a relationship with my niece, and the only way I got it was through YouTube. I lost, you won. I hope you have a great life.
I didn't even get to say bye. How do I feel about that? I feel verbally attacked, obviously. Like especially like coming from my aunt is like just very painful for me. Um, and it also makes me sad at the same time because it's like I know my like I know I have issues, like it's obvious. I'm very upfront about them. But it's like it makes me sad because she clearly has issues as well, and it's like she's not like aware of them. You weren't even listening to Tammie. I was disassociating, but I was listening. I was coping.
I was overwhelmed. It was just triggering, really. Some of the things that she said was like, oh, it was a lot. Rocking, I think you're disassociating. Yeah, I do this like when I'm like, I don't know, anxious maybe. I stood by just asking why. Why is this happening? And I still didn't get a well thought out answer. It was just very confusing to me. Anyways, I'm gonna go.
I love that Aunt Tammie had the last word. I also love how she just cut her off rather than go in 20 more cycles of, well, what did I do in the last 2 years? I really hope Amber learns that her behavior has consequences, but it seems she'll never change. Speaking of consequences, how do you think Aunt Tammie's lawsuit against Amber will go? All I can think of is, Your Honor, this is just a hectocana situation type of deal. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I love y'all and want you to remember how special you are. Bye bye!